Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I just found out I'm doing the thought of the day. No, just kidding, I know it. Well, I want to ask you guys a question. Well, maybe I should ask it visually. So what is this number? I mean,
Huge.
I know in between English and Chinese that you don't express numbers the same way, but this is 23 million, right? So tonight I want to give you guys some advice. And it's not about Mark 6. But the other day I was listening to the radio, and one of my favorite speakers on the radio was talking about his ratings. And he said that on a weekly basis, his ratings in a 3-hour period on every day is about 23 million people. So that means on a daily basis, he speaks to about 12 million people per hour. And so he had some advice on how to be a better speaker. And I want to share that advice with you today. Just to give you some perspective on this number of 23 million people for listening to one person for 3 hours a day. On the average day, CNN, which you've all heard of, only has 459,000 viewers. It is the lowest ranked news network in the world. So this person obviously gives good advice, and his advice is this. I wrote it down. And this is a quote. The greatest way to be confident giving a speech is to know what you are talking about, and to be passionate and can't wait to say what you're going to say. And he went on to explain that if you follow this, if you follow your passion, the mechanics, the nervousness, the delivery will all fall into place, because you can listen to someone talking about their job, and even if it's really boring, they can make it sound very exciting. So, the thought of the day is, if you're worried about what you want to talk about in your next speech, remember, make it something that you're passionate about. And someday, maybe you can have 23 million listeners. Sam.